Hello everyone, welcome to Humane Entertainment. I'm Humane, and I intend to entertain you. Yes, the blue bandana is on again, but for some reason, instead of a white shirt, I'm wearing a yellow one. So what's that about? Well, we are... Sorry, you didn't notice because I heard you in real life. That's fair. But yes. Yeah, we are gonna play Streets of Rage 3 and 4. Well, I mean, technically we're playing the Japanese version of Streets of Rage 3, and then Streets of Rage 4. I'll get the reasoning behind that later, but first I want to give a shout out to an Instagram reel of mine that for some reason just blew up in terms of views by my standards. It's the one where I asked you viewers to tell me about what you think Axel Stone was saying when he pulled off a certain move in Streets of Rage 2. So let's see if we can go to the gameplay. Yeah, so please pick up the game now. And now that's good. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so it's this move. Yeah, I got stuff like Rat-ta-ta, Wrath of Khan, Grab That Hoe, Rest of Paw. So, the thing on it is that on Instagram... Oh boy, gonna get attacked here. Let's see. Yes, so... Turns out on Instagram, I got 16,000 views from it. So yeah, and last I checked, it had 248 likes and 339 comments. So hold on. Tech Issues may be trying to fight you in Streets of Rage, but you can bare knuckle them with Grand Upper. Yeah. Whoa, yeah, anyway. Let's see, yeah. So 16,000 views, and it really blew up by my standards. So all the comments were essentially what they think Axel Stone has said, and just to be clear, yes, a few of them did get the correct one, but just to show what some people have said here, let's see. Red Upper, Red Southpaw, Ransom Paw, Grab the Balls, Phantom Claw, Grandpa Grand Upper, Get the Punch, Wrath of Paw, and yes, hidden in here is in fact what Axel Stone actually said. Can you find it? But yeah, boy did this reel blow up on Instagram. So how did it go on YouTube Shorts? 16 views. Okay, bit of a difference, isn't it? But yeah, focusing back on the Instagram reel, since that was doing so well, I decided, it's so strange, yeah, Grandpa. But yeah, since that was doing so well, I decided, let's go over some other moves that warrant some discussion on what they are saying. So, unfortunately with Axel Stone, that uppercut move is the only real voice line from him, but what about Blaze Fielding? So, let's see. Just gonna load just a random save here, where I can just show Blaze Fielding. Okay, now, Blaze Fielding has two voiced moves. So, chat, listen closely. What is Blaze Fielding saying when she's doing this move? Let's see. Still strange. Oh. Let's see. I got Ito Sho-san. Kinda works. Ito Sho-san. Let me just put the chat on my phone again. Oh, boy. Well, here's this person. might as well just use it in battle. Okay. Let's see. Just gonna try to get the chat in here. Alright. So Susan. So Susan. Alright. So, that would be that move. But I did say Blaze Fielding had 2 moves, so here's the other one. Listen closely. What is Blaze Fielding saying when she's doing this move? Thing is, you can only use it if you actually take health away, so let's just die so I have some health to actually use it. Although now the enemies are in the way, so let's see if I can just... Go throw! Go throw! Go throw! Works for me. So yeah, very curious on what people are gonna ask about that one, say about that one. So that was Blaze Fielding. Next, what about Skate? So similar to Axel Stone, Skate only has 1 real voice line, so let's see. So, chat, listen closely. What is Skate saying when he's doing this move? Oh, that's of, or maybe got her. I'm trying, but I don't really hear any coherent words. Hope Ricky! Hope Ricky! Let's die again so we can try again. Trokiki! Trokiki! Alright. Alright. These are all such fascinating moves, aren't they? Rope tricky. Rope tricky, alright. Alright. So that is Skate. We have 1 other character, and that is Max Thunder. So, yeah, Max Thunder, same deal. Turns out Blaze Fielding is the only one who has 2 proper voice lines. Everybody else only has 1. So, let's go over the one of Max Thunder. Okay, so, listen closely. What is Max Thunder saying when he's doing this move? I guess he's just missing Adam Hunter, you know. Granted, Skate is also called Hunter. He's also, his last name's also Hunter, but yeah. Hunter, yatta, yatta. Guess he was a Chun-Li fan all the time. Okay. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? So, shall we start with Streets of Rage 3 then? Yes, but not the actual Streets of Rage that we are playing today. This is just to go over the moves again. So, let's see. Alright. I'm just going to start with the first stage. So, yes, this is not the actual Streets of Rage 3 that we are playing today. This is just to go over the moves. Because you see, the Western release of Streets of Rage 3 has different voice lines from the original Japanese version. So, we'll just go over them instead. So, starting with the guy that started this whole thing, Axel Stone. Finally figured out what Blaze was saying. Oto-san! Oh, she was just calling for Oto-san. That's father, right? I think that was father. Yeah, I think that was father. Alright, so let's see. Listen closely. What is Axel Stone saying when he is doing this next move?
Bare knuckle. Bare knuckle. Bare knuckle. Bare knuckle. Bare knuckle. Bare knuckle. Bare knuckle.
Yes, father.
Bare knuckle. Bare knuckle. Bare knuckle. Bare knuckle. Bare knuckle.
Bare knuckle. Oh, wow, really?
Bare knuckle. Bare knuckle. Bare knuckle. Bare knuckle. Bare knuckle.
Which is funny because this is the American version, so which means he's actually referencing the Japanese version then, maybe? Okay. But yeah, that's I guess I really should have made a save beforehand. I'll just reset. Bear knuckle. Yeah, yes, it's a knuckle of a bear. There we go. Okay, I think I'm just gonna make a quick save before I actually pick a character. That way I can quickly return there. Yeah, quick save. All right. So, time to go over Blaze Fielding again. Just like with Streets of Rage 2, Blaze Fielding gets to have 2 voice lines. Kind of a special treatment she has here. So, let's see. Blaze Fielding. Alright, so chat, listen closely. What is Blaze Fielding saying when she's doing this next move? Come on. Overkill. Better to kill? Overkill. Better to kill. Turns out all these people are very murderous. Alright. Cloverkill. Oh, okay. Just kill all the clovers, why don't you? Alright. So yeah, like I said, Blaze Fielding has 2 voice lines, so here's the other one. Listen closely. What is Blaze Fielding saying when she's doing this move?
Go fire. Go fire. Go fire. Go fire. Go fire. Go fire. Go fire.
Okay, I'll just die again so I can go fire.
Go fire. Go fire. Go fire. Go fire. Go fire. Go fire.
Also, I'd love to point out that apparently she just has key moves, which I don't know, I should think that should be a bigger deal that she can do that, but okay, fine. She can just do this. You're fired! Oh, she's channeling J. Jonah Jameson. Got it. Alright. Okay. Okay, so in terms of returning characters, we have Axel Stone, Blaze Fielding, and Skate. Unfortunately, Skate's lines in Streets of Rage 3 are just grunts, so no real sentence to form out of that one. But we got a new character who replaces Max Thunder. His name is Dr. Zahn. He's not Blaze Fielding though, so he only has 1 proper voice line, so let's go over that one. Yeah, again, turns out that Blaze Fielding just gets special treatment and just gets 2 for some reason. Go fire, alright? Okay, so the thing with Dr. Zahn is that he in fact has a single voice line that he just reuses on multiple attacks. So I'm just gonna use several of those attacks after one another because it allows him to just say that multiple times anyway. So, okay then, listen closely. What is Dr. Zahn saying when he does this attack? Power up, that seems to be a obvious one, but still. Popware up! Popware up! Or he's growling like a dog. That's also a possibility. Like I said, he says it on many of his attacks, in fact. But yeah. Alright, so having done all that, it's gonna be interesting how all these clips are gonna do on social media, so thank you for that. So anyway, let's go over the game that we're actually here for. Yes, what you just saw was Streets of Rage 3, the Western version. So you might have noticed that Axel Stone is wearing a yellow shirt and Blaze Fielding was wearing white. Is this kind of revolutionary new game character design that speaks to their character development or something? No. The Streets of Rage games go by a different name in the Japanese market. In Japan, this franchise is called Bare Knuckle, which I do find is a bit of a funny title to have because most of the time the characters wear gloves, or even in Dr. Zahn's case, he has robotic hands, so it's not really bare knuckles when you really think about it. But the point is that when they brought Bare Knuckle 3 to the West, they decided to make some changes. First is that Bare Knuckle 3 talks about a potential nuclear war, something that apparently they didn't want the softies in America to feel uncomfortable with. So they changed the dialogue and story to instead be about the government being replaced by robot duplicates. Yeah, so but yeah, so instead of nuclear war, it's about robot duplicates. You have to admit, in terms of censorship, that's definitely a creative way of changing things. But yeah, it's quite a difference in terms of story either way. Another difference is that they changed Axel's white shirt to yellow and changed Blaze's clothes from red to white. I'm not such a hardcore fan, I think it's a big betrayal of character design or anything, but I'm more so confused. Because if this is for censorship, what exactly is so offensive to the US about a white shirt that they prefer a yellow shirt? Is there something about the white shirt? Is it because of the color white? If that's the case, then why is Blaze Fielding wearing white then? It's just confusing to me, as all. But yeah, I'll be playing Bare Knuckle 3, the Japanese version, where Axel Stone and Blaze Fielding have their original colors, so white shirt and red clothes. So not only that, the real reason we're playing Bare Knuckle 3 is because when we get to Streets of Rage 4, every reference to the events of Streets of Rage 3 references Bare Knuckle 3's version of the events rather than the Western version of Streets of Rage 3. So I figured for consistency's sake, I'm gonna play Bare Knuckle 3 so that people don't start wondering what the heck Rakushin is, something that the Western version of Streets of Rage 3 removed after it changed the story. So that said, how are we gonna play Bare Knuckle 3 then? Am I just going to read the plot in Japanese and translate in English to you? Well, the Sega Classics Collection not only allows you to simply change the region, here, L3, here's the English version, here's the Japanese version, so you can just do it legally, you could say. But not only that, you can activate mods. So, someone was nice enough to actually translate everything of Bare Knuckle 3 to English. So yeah, translating dialogue to English for us dumb gaijins, you could say. So yeah, and that is why we're gonna play Bare Knuckle 3. Hope it's working out. Okay, good. I am gonna change something around here, hold on. There we go. I think this should work this way. Okay, just gonna change up my overlays in terms of the chat here. All right. Wood Oak City, casualties 30,000, wounded 80,000. Just start off with that, why don't you, okay? It is the year 19XX. Rakushin, or element 122, has been discovered by Dr. Gilbert. This element emits a massive amount of radiation as it decays. Harnessed as a weapon, this element caused the worst disaster in history. Oh look, a white shirt. Alright, Bare Knuckle 3. Alright. Okay, so here's the thing with Bare Knuckle 3. it in fact has 7 playable characters. Yes, so you saw Axel Stone, you saw Blaze Fielding, you saw Skate Hunter, and Dr. Zahn in the character select, but there's also Victi, or Roo, a kangaroo, which you can either unlock by pressing up and start at the start screen or by beating a boss a very certain way. There's also Ash, a character that was removed in the Western version of Streets Rage 3. In Bare Knuckle 3, in order to unlock him, you have to hold the A button while beating him in a boss battle. After that, you can select him after a game over. Finally, there is Shiva, the penultimate boss in Streets Rage 2, the second in command of Mr. X. You will face him again in this game, and if you hold the B button while beating him, you can then select him after a game over, similar to how you unlock Ash by holding the A button. So, with 7 playable characters and 8 stages, how are we going to divide up the characters? Alright, well, Bare Knuckle 3 is the only game where you can play as Ash. So there will be other games where you will play... Yeah, the next game, we are able to actually play as Shiva, in fact. Okay, and granted, this is also the only game where we can play as Victi or Roo, but he actually gets an appearance in Street Rage 4. So, yeah, I'm gonna make it so that Ash gets preferential treatment. So I will make sure that he will actually be played twice. Axel Stone and Blaze Fielding are clearly the mainstays in this franchise. Like every single game has both Axel Stone and Blaze Fielding, so I will give both of them special treatment as well. So my intention, and this is a very complicated thing compared to Streets Rage 1 and 2. So by the end of round 1, which I will play as Dr. Zahn in order to properly introduce him to the story, by the end of round 1, we would have unlocked Ash and Shiva. I'll purposely get a game over as Dr. Zahn in round 2, and then I will select Ash, where I will play Ash on round 2 and 3, thus playing him twice. Then I'll play as Skate on round 4. Then I'll load up a save on the Western Streets of Rage 3, where I'll play Shiva on round 2 instead of Ash. Then, sticking to the Western version of Streets Rage 3, I'll go through round 5 as Victi or Roo, the kangaroo, different names depending on the region, and I'm going to do that on easy difficulty, because that will bring us to a fake ending that essentially tells you to try harder. That's when we will go back to Bare Knuckle 3, where I'll play as Blaze Fielding through round 6, and one of the versions of round 7. Yes, because depending on what you do in round 6, you're either gonna get round 7A or round 7B. I will then go over round 6 again, and then to the real version of round 7 as Axel Stone. So this way, of the 2 main characters, both Blaze Fielding and Axel Stone have been played twice. A big setup here, but yeah, either way, let's start with Bare Knuckle 3. So, first, what I'm gonna do is, let's see if this works. So hold B, hold up, and then press start. Alright, there we go. Now, I have a level select ready. So I'm just gonna save it here, and from here, this is how I can control which character I control in which stage. So, we will start with 1. Okay, so, starting with Dr. Zahn. Rakushin will explode. Urgent that you come. Location is South Pier Warehouse. Location is South... Oh, just repeats that, I guess. Phew. We got here just in time. We barely stopped Wood Oak's second tragedy from happening. Yeah, so the bombing already happened. So it's just the second one. Phew, that was a close call. If we'd been 3 seconds later, I shiver just thinking about it. Blaze, can you send a message to Adam? Yeah, so they still reference Adam. It's not like Adam is just gone. There was a Rakushin bomb here, just like Zahn, the scientist from the Syndicate, told us. Dismantle it carefully. Yeah, so Zahn was in fact part of the Syndicate. Then start looking for the second one. Doesn't look like we have any time to rest. Those punks are coming this way. Alright, round 1. So, as I said, Dr. Zahn, he used to work for the evil Syndicate, which is what Mr. X is part of. Or part of, he's the leader. But Dr. Zahn decided, you know what, I'm actually gonna try to stop all this. And Dr. Zahn has also built a cybernetic body for himself. Very Dr. Gero of Dragon Ball. Okay, so remember how in Street Rage 2 there was a special attack that replaced the whole police car rocket launcher thing of Street Rage 1? Yeah, but you had to sacrifice health in order to use it. Well, there's actually a new bar, a blue bar, a vertical bar that says OK right now. As long as there is something in that bar, you can in fact use that special attack for free now without losing any health. So here, I'm gonna use the A attack, the special attack, and I'm not gonna get any health loss from it. There. I did not lose any health by doing that. But if I do it, the blue bar will be used up as a result. There. Only if you use the special attack while it is empty, that is when you lose health. So yeah, it's a nice rebalancing of things, yeah. So yeah, now I am losing health, losing a lot of health in fact. But yeah, that is how they rebalance everything in order to make it a little bit more accessible that way. That and something that I thought was in Street Rage 2. Oh no, that's... Something that I thought was in Street Rage 2 was that those special attacks also make you invincible, in fact. That was actually something that Street Rage 3 added. Or Bare Knuckle 3 added. So if you do use the special attack now, it actually keeps you invincible during the animation. So in a weird way, it's also a defensive move. Also, another difference is that in Street Rage 2, Skate was the only character that can dash by pressing forward twice. Now in Street Rage 3, every character can dash, in fact. All those forward attacks, they are all results of the running now, or the dash now. I think it also makes it so that because of the blue bar that you can use the special attacks for free, that even if you even if you are at critical health, you are still able to use that attack as long as the bar is completely filled up. There. I think out of all the Streets of Rage games, I think I do like this game's version the best in terms of how it handles the special attacks, because it doesn't discourage you as much to actually use it. Right, it's an enemy that you can't really grab. Okay, so interestingly enough, if Dr. Zahn grabs a weapon, he just converts it into, I don't know, a ball of light or something. It's an interesting thing to do, but... Oh, no. Oh, come on. Oh, dang. You know what? Oh, wait. Do I only have one? Oh, I only had one. Okay, yeah, okay, you know what? I'll work with that. If I only have one life, I'll just try to actually beat Ash and... Yeah, I'll try to beat Ash and Shiva without dying, so that hopefully in the next round I can more easily just activate them. By getting game over, that is. Alright, some health. That's pretty useful to have right now. I was at critical health the entire time. Yeah, I do wonder if Dr. Zahn is able to just change every weapon into this ball of light thing. Is that limited to just weapons, or is he technically able to just grab an opponent and convert them to light? Kind of terrifying when you think about it. Also, the character in the boat, that is Ash, the one I was talking about. That is only in this game. In the Western version of Street Rage 3, that sprite there, because they removed Ash, is replaced by Shiva. Because we are going to face off both Shiva and Ash in this round. Okay, you know what? I think I can keep this for the... Yeah. Okay, I'll just keep that until I need it. Alright, so here he is, Ash. Like I said, Ash is only in Bare Knuckle 3. They removed him in... Oh, they removed him in the Western version. Which kind of makes it difficult to actually unlock him now, wouldn't it? I mean, granted, he is technically in the code of the Western version of Street Rage 3. But yeah, in order to unlock him, you have to beat him, and the moment that you do beat him, you have to actually press the... Oh no. You have to press the A button and hold it. Oh no. Oh boy. I'll take a heal right now. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. Okay, I'm not sure if I actually held A there, so... Okay, at least if I actually do an A attack, I am more certain that I am pressing A. Okay, just gonna hold it. Seems like a complicated method if a person didn't happen to know about it. Yeah, that's... I think that's part of why it is kind of a... Okay, you know what? I think just for safety, I am going to do a quick save before I actually beat him, in case I messed up somewhere. Okay, just gonna quick save. Alright, so let's hope this actually works out. Oh. Huh, that did not actually beat him. Come on. There we go. Okay, hold A. Okay, hold A until that, yeah, until we got a full fade out from it, and then hopefully I can now just purposely die by just abusing the A attack. Although this isn't... Okay, hold on. Maybe I'm doing this a little bit too early, knowing that... Okay, at the very least, yeah, I can use Ash Ash now, in fact. So at least that, yeah, there's certainty there, but I still want to actually finish this round with Dr. Zahn. Sorry, Dr. Zahn. Okay, let's see if I can. Yeah, sure, I'll work with this. All right. Yeah, next up is we're gonna fight against Shiva, who we already fought in Streets of Rage 1. Seems like he got a new outfit too, it looks like. Yeah, I guess he decided, okay, I'll be a playable character, so I'll wear red now. It turns out Ash is just a very fashionable guy. He just decides, okay, if I am going to be a playable character, I have to actually look the part. Alright, here's Shiva. So, with him, you have to hold B while beating him. Oh no. Oh, come on. Okay, you know what? There is still health over there, so... Oh, boy. Oh, come on. Sheesh. Alright, that works. Right, I keep forgetting that Shiva can just quickly stand up and do a recovery attack there. Oh, sheesh. Oh, question for chat. Is this the kind of game you would play? Oh. Let's try this again. Oh, oh yeah, that worked. Okay. Alright, now, okay. Fine, I'll go for the chicken. Oh. If Shiva left me. Oh, no. No, I guess he doesn't. Come on. He does not want me to get the chicken. Gotcha. Huh. Guess I can just attack. Oh, wait. Right. Hold B. Actually, yeah. Again, I should do a save beforehand, just in case if I messed up the command somehow. Oh, wait. Okay. Save here. Oh, nice. Oh, and I forgot to hold B. Okay, hold B. I guess I'll just hold B during this entire cutscene then. Damn it, he picked a fight and then ran like a coward. Come back here, you bastard. Hurry, the second Rakushin bomb will explode soon. Yeah, all the references of Rakushin is just removed in the English version. But where is it? At Atlas, the disco in the shopping district. So Dr. Zahn as a character is usually the character that kind of goes, oh, I have this, language skate, yeah. Alright, so, I think, if I have done things correctly, if I get a game over as Dr. Zahn, I would be able to pick both Ash as well as Shiva. So let's see how that goes. Come on. There we go. Okay. I guess I'll just call myself AAA. continue. So, yeah, there's Ash and there's Shiva. So yeah, both of these characters are now choosable. So if I want to play as Shiva, I can play as Shiva. If I want to play as Ash, which is what I want to do here, yeah, I will play Ash for this round. And because Ash is only a playable character in this game, and only appears in this game, yeah, I decided to actually play him twice. So we're gonna play this round and the next round as Ash. Okay. Thing with Ash is that he does not have an aerial attack. Interesting decision, but and his grab move is just laughing for a bit. Oh, okay, let's see. There, he's just laughing. That's his grab move. Oh yeah, okay, so this is Victi, or Rue. I guess in this version it's Victi. It's Rue in the English version. So here's the thing. If you want to unlock Victi, either you are gonna press up and start during the start screen, or you beat this boss battle by beating the trainer rather than the kangaroo. Like, you can first beat the kangaroo and then beat the trainer, but if you beat the trainer first, before being and then the kangaroo will just leave, and then you can just select the kangaroo. So yeah, that's two ways of unlocking Victi or Rue. So I'm gonna see if I can try to just focus on... Oh no, sorry Victi. Okay, you know what, that's actually pretty bad against Victi. So in a way, the game is saying, don't abuse animals. Oh, there we go. Yes, and the kangaroo is... yeah, the kangaroo left. That means that we can now use Victi. Playing as Ash, I really half expect to hear RuPaul's Cover Girl right now. I mean, especially with this dance floor. Cover Girl, put that bass in your walk. And what? His jump is even kind of an aerial boudoir move right now. Oh yeah, Ash just refuses to actually pick up weapons. Like, if you try to, he just immediately drops it. Like, I don't know, but maybe he's a weirdly kind of pacifist about this or something. Even though he is still punching people. Hey, so remember Mona and Lisa? Well, here they are again. Mona and Lisa. Well, okay. The Japanese name is Yasha and Onihime. Oh boy, and I actually, in hindsight, playing Ash against those two is probably not the best choice, actually. Well, we'll just work our way up. Oh no. Ooh, okay. Oh dang. Oh dang. Sheesh. Alright, well, got one of them. Beat both of them, alright. And that's round 2 as Ash. So time for round 3 as Ash. Oh, got a letter. To find the general, come to the construction site in District K. What's that supposed to mean? I'm gonna assume to go to the District K. We have just received news about General Petrov's abduction. We have obtained information that police officer Axel Stone is part of the criminal organization responsible for the kidnapping. What? While the National Police Agency denies it, our sources tell us that the apprehension of Axel Stone is only a matter of time. There's no time for this now. Let's focus on saving the general. Yes, it's the general here. In the English version, it is instead the police chief. So, interesting change there, but alright. Alright, so round 3 as Ash. Oh no. He's just holding up his friend there. Oh no. You know, Ash really nooms around if he dashes. Oh right, he doesn't grab any weapons. I almost fell. I said I almost fell in the hole, and there I am falling in the hole. There we go. In hole you go. And in hole you go. Oh, no. It's funny how they just don't see any intention at all for why I'm walking in that position. Oh, who would have thought he was leading me to the hole? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, sheesh. Oh, sheesh. Okay, this is a very bad position I got myself into. Wait. Did I not lose a life from that? Oh. Oh, you only get damage from it, but then you just return. Oh. For some reason, I really thought that was just an instant death in this game, but I guess not. Well, it is for the enemies. good way to actually defend against this. Yeah, just use the A move, which, oh, or the special move. Oh. There we go. There. Because you are invincible while you do it, and that way you can avoid getting damaged by that thing. Thought you could kill me with that vehicle, but I was slapping this in a very particular manner, and thus you won't hurt me. Well, this is a Streets of Rage game. Of course, we have to have moving elevators as a stage. Nope. Huh. It's actually not a good grab to have in this environment. Oh, right, he doesn't want to grab any weapons. Oh, wait. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna grab the chicken at this point. Oh boy. Ooh, chicken. There we go. All right. Oh no, it's Axel Stone. Wait. Breakman? In a way, he's also like Breakman, some kind of, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, speaking of Mega Man, this character here, who looks very much like Axel, yeah, his shirt weirdly turns the more yellow, the more you damage him. So, I don't know if this is meant to... No, it shouldn't be a commentary on the American version, because it's... Because the American version came later. But either way... Oh, it's a robot! So yeah, like I said, speaking of Mega Man. What is it with Sega and robot duplicates? Why is that a thing? Like, even if that's not the main plot of this Japanese version, it's still here. A robot? Hey, old man, I think you're still working for them. The general isn't anywhere in sight. Yeah, Skate seems to still suspect Dr. Zahn. And there was no bomb in the disco either. I knew we shouldn't have trusted a syndicate scientist. Is that so? think about what you're saying. Zan's put his own life in jeopardy by betraying the syndicate. Now he's relying on us. That's... Enough bickering. Look down here instead. Oh, okay, just... Okay. Seems like those punks are looking for a fight. Those punks downstairs, I guess. Alright. Alright, so... Now we have reached round 4. So... Let's see. Just gonna reset the game and I'm just gonna use the level select to get back to round 4. Let's see. Alright, so up and B in order to unlock Victi, and then up and B again in order to get the level select. There we go. And so now I'm gonna do a quick save. Round 4. Okay, so we're gonna do this next one as Sammy. Yeah, Sammy. That's what the Japanese version calls him, Sammy instead of Skate. But yeah, we're gonna play as Sammy over here for round 4. I guess in context, this is just Sammy Skate just working through his frustrations of mistrusting Dr. Zahn. Oh yeah, also instead of that drill kick thing that Sammy Skate had in Streets of Rage 2, he has switched to this other attack here. Yeah, it's, you know, it's kind of kids fighting by rotating their arms around kind of thing. I mean, if it works. Haha, you have no defense against this attack. I think that was a Bart Simpson thing. Helicopter arms. I still love this move in particular, if only just because it makes him look like a dolphin as he does that. I mean, to be fair, Sega also came up with Echo the Dolphin. Maybe it was a reference, who knows? Yeah, you can kind of tell from which... Yeah, like both railings are vibrating when a cart is gonna arrive. However, one vibrates a little bit more than the other, and that's how you can tell which one is going to arrive. Which, come to think of it, that's actually a good reason for me to talk about. Yeah, pressing up twice or down twice allows you to do this little roll thing. It's faster than simply walking up or down, so it's a good way to kind of dodge moves that way. Oh no. Wait, hold on, maybe I can do something here. Oh no. Come on. I just want, no, okay. Yeah, sometimes if you are in a specific position and you are grabbing an opponent, you are able to just jump over them during the grab, and you are invincible while you do that, so you can actually just dodge the cart that way. It's not always the most reliable thing to do, but it's something you can do. Oh, sheesh, okay. Let's not dive headfirst into the knife. Oh no. Oh yeah, so the music is done by Yuzo Koshiro again, who did Revenge of Shinobi, as well as Streets of Rage 1, 2. Yeah, 1 and 2. The things, I think if I remember correctly, Yuzo Koshiro's sister seems to consider Sammy or Skate her favorite character, mostly because he is a little bit more difficult to control, in fact. I mean, okay, granted, that was the case for Streets of Rage 2 in particular, because Skate was the only character that has a run move, like tapping forward and yeah, tapping forward twice so that you do this run thing. What made it more difficult to control Skate compared to the other characters was because with Skate you have to specifically be in dash mode in order to actually do this forward attack. With Streets of Rage 2, generally speaking, Streets of Rage 2 is a little bit more responsive than Streets of Rage 3. Because for most characters, there is no dash necessary. You can just press forward twice and there you go, you will use that move. With Sammy or Skate, you have to actually be in the dash first before you do it. Now in Streets of Rage 3, every character has a dash, which means every character you have to first get in this dash status first, and then you can do this attack. Oh yeah. Alright, ninjas. I kinda expected to find you in a pirate ship for some reason, but okay, here you are. Granted, now they are in a train station. I don't know what train stations have to do with ninjas. Oh, the name of this guy is Mifune. That's based on Toshiro Mifune, who is a Japanese actor who played in a lot of Jidaigeki movies, which is samurai movies. In particular, he played the main character in Yojimbo. In fact, in another world, in some kind of alternate timeline or something, Toshiro Mifune might have been the actor that would play Obi-Wan Kenobi in A New Hope. Yes, so before it came to Alec Guinness, George Lucas, who is a big fan of Japanese movies, because can you tell with the whole Jedi thing? But yeah, his idea initially was, in fact, that because Ben Kenobi was like this retired master swordsman thing, that made it so that he wanted Toshiro Mifune to actually be the one that plays Ben Kenobi. So yeah, that's a little Star Wars fact right there. I don't think I can. Alright. As for this ninja, like these different colors have different names, but this one is Chiba, as in Sonny Chiba, who is also a Japanese actor that plays in a bunch of martial arts movies. In fact, Revenge of Shinobi, when you look at the title screen, the face that you see of Joe Musashi, that's actually the face of Sonny Chiba. And here's Kosugi. Kosugi is for Sho Kosugi, who played in a bunch of ninja movies. Specifically, Revenge of the Ninja, Return Ninja, and Ninja 3 The Domination. I think it was Return Ninja. Yeah. But either way, it's like the Ninja Trilogy movies, which Sho Kosugi is pretty much part of the whole ninja craze for a time. Also, I just did the recovery thing again. So, if you are thrown, just press up and jump, and you will land from being thrown, and you avoid damage that way. I do kind of like how these ninjas are actually able to avoid the trains. I love how gigantic this katana looks in the hands of Sammy or Skate here. Oh. Oh yeah, that shuriken move over there, that is in fact a reference to Shinobi. That's the Haso Shuriken move of Joe Musashi. In fact, speaking of Shinobi... Oh, look. Shinobi no Mono, that is the actual kanji that you use for ninja, but that's also specifically the kanji that Shinobi uses. And this guy called Yamato, which is the same name as the dog from Shinobi. Yeah, he's very clearly some kind of reference to Joe Musashi. Which makes sense, it is made by the same creators. Turns out even the most powerful ninjas cannot defeat the helicopter punch of Sammy. Oh. Come on. Oh, man. There we go. Wait, hold on. I can jump over and then... Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, it was just an illusion. Alright. Maybe this one isn't an illusion. Nope. Ah, dang. Oh. Oh, you can in fact deflect those shuriken. Let's see if I can do it. There. So, if someone throws shurikens at you, try punching the shurikens. Makes perfect sense to me. Okay, yeah. Someone with much better timing would be able to punch away all these shurikens. I just find it funny how that's a thing you can do. Okay. Oh, dang. Okay. Okay, no. Even the helicopter punch does not actually damage him out of that. Nope. Come on. Alright. However, you can use the helicopter punch to just go through the shurikens. That's kind of funny. There we go. Beat Yamato with a helicopter punch. The most fitting way to beat a ninja, really. And it turns out his final technique is to blow up. Amazing. Yep. God, you know why they took the general, don't you? How are they planning to use him to bring harm to Wood Oak City? I don't know anything for certain. Is that really the truth? Lots of mistrust for Dr. Zana here. Can you imagine another beam of light engulfing Wood Oak City? A terrible radioactive beam. One which will cause the deaths of untold thousands of people. Sheesh, no need to guilt trip him now. Well, is that the sort of truth you would want to hear? Well then, if it's a war they want. They're trying to start a war between the Lima nations, so that they can supply them with Rakushin. Therefore, the general's opposition to the war made him an obstacle. And thus, that's why they kidnapped the general. Okay, so that was Kate. So now, let's see. Yeah, so now we are actually going to jump over to the regular Streets of Rage 3. So I can do round 2 as Shiva. Just for completion's sake. And I think if I did things correctly, I did. Yeah, I did make a save for that. So, yes. There we go. Gonna play as Shiva for a bit. Okay, so at least with Shiva, he does have an aerial attack compared to Ash, so that's gonna make him a little bit more comfortable by comparison. You know what? I didn't even consider Shiva here, considering he also says something. So, chat, listen closely. What is Shiva saying while he is doing this move? Hydra attack. Alright then. Gonna need an apple after all those Hydra attacks. And okay, you know what? Since we are playing as an evil character here I am going to do some animal abuse and beat Rue. He can tap. Just want to point out, I do not condone violence against animals. Also, the trainer's called Bruce. Oh, now I accidentally beat Bruce before beating Rue. But yeah, that would have been how you... Oh, and here I beat Bruce again. But yeah, that is how you would unlock Rue. By beating Bruce first rather than Rue. I do wonder how Shiva is dashing like that. Like, he's essentially flying there. Is he like Ryo Hayabusa? Does his strength come from training and just he's able to train himself to be able to fly like this? Oh. Oh, right. Shiva also doesn't want to use weapons, which either it's a pacifist thing, like I don't know if it is a case with Ash in the first place, whether it's a pacifist thing, but either it is a pacifist thing or maybe it's an honor thing. Like, oh no, I'm way too good to actually use weapons. Come on. There, he doesn't even want to grab it. That said, he is able to grab healing items, so I guess he does think it is honorable enough to eat while fighting. You know, he's only the most sensible of Kung Fu fighters. Come on, get up. And I guess, just through how I have set things up, we're gonna fight Mona and Lisa twice. Although here, because this is the English version, they are actually called Mona and Lisa. Here, Lisa and... come on. Yeah, Mona and Lisa. It is pretty funny to see how these characters started as just reskins of Blaze Fielding. But now they pretty much have their own designs, which is a good little development for them. Okay, what's the best way to... okay, I think I'm just gonna... there we go. Okay. Come on. Oh. Oh. Just not enough. Oh. Okay. Oh, dang. Come on. And that's Mona and Lisa. As well as my little playthrough of Shiva here in stage 2. Alright, so with that little aside, let's actually continue with Bare Knuckle 3. Oh wait, no, actually no, I had something planned here. No, instead, we are going to continue with the English version Street Rage 3 because we are going to play as Victi Rue. Let's see. So press B and up, and then start. In theory, I should be able to use Rue now. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna put it on easy. I will talk more about that soon. But yeah, we're gonna do stage 5 with this. I should be able to... yes, there we go. There, I can actually use Rue now. So, stage 5 as Rue in the English version on easy difficulty. So, the reason I'm doing this is because there is a fake ending that they only added in the English version, where if you beat the game on easy difficulty, or at least beat stage 5 in easy difficulty, yeah, you essentially get a new ending that pretty much tells you, hey, do better. Do just play on a hard difficulty to get the real ending. That's pretty much what they did here. So that's why I'm choosing to play on easy difficulty for this one, just so I can actually show that. That's those statues there. That's one of the Neo, by the way. In my TGI Tenshu of I don't know which mission it was, but there was one mission where I did point out the statues of the Neo, where I in fact said the two Neo, which is kind of a redundant thing to say actually, because Neo means the two kings. So if I say the two Neo, yeah, that's like saying chai tea. Like, I mean, chai already means tea, so you're just calling it TT, you know? Oh, thank you for the lurk, Black Hispanic. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I am. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I know you're lurking, but I hope you're doing well as well. Oh no, let's... There we go. Oh, come on. You know, I was gonna say these are interesting sounds for a kangaroo to make, but what sounds do a kangaroo make in the first place? Oh, I am. Just got home from gym, so tired and needing to clean. Oh yeah. I get that. But yeah, right now I am playing Streets of Rage 3, which is the English version, in fact. I'm actually intending to finish the Japanese version instead, but I just wanted to show this part in the English version because the English version added an additional fake ending. But generally speaking, it is the Japanese version that is the canonical one. Because Streets of Rage 4 is essentially going to reference Bare Knuckle 3 rather than Streets of Rage 3. Oh boy, these are some statues of Mr. X here. Fascinating how proud that guy was for punching a kangaroo. That said, that is kind of impressive to just uppercut a kangaroo in midair like that. Oh no. Oh, actually, I don't think I mentioned this before, but yeah, the enemies in this game did learn to be a little bit more clever. Yeah, they learned to actually pick up items, which, okay, at first that doesn't seem like much, but the thing is, that means that they can actually grab your healing items. So if you actually do leave a healing item on the floor because you just want to save it up for an occasion, well, they can actually take it away from you, and thus you would have lost your healing item and they would have been healed as a result. So yeah, that's kind of a rude thing for them to do, but then again, kind of makes sense for them to be able to do that. I just remember I did not expect them to actually be able to do that. Is Roo the only character that can actually pull off a grab move against those big enemies? Never thought about that. That's pretty cool. Wait a minute. Can kangaroos eat meat? Like, the kangaroo... Yeah, Roo is getting healed by grabbing the chicken, but do kangaroos eat meat? I don't think they do, right? That's weird. This is actually kind of bothering me, so I think after this round I am going to look up whether kangaroos are herbivores or not. Okay, I say this round. I think I'm just after this fight, really. There we go. Yeah, so we're back in this situation, being in a elevator, going up to Mr. X. Alright, let's see. What do kangaroos eat? Yes, kangaroos are herbivores, which means they eat only plant-based foods. Their diet mainly includes grass and other types of vegetation. It's kind of weird that he heals because of chicken, isn't it? Vegan chicken. Yes, let's go with that. It was vegan chicken. Oh, no. I just now realized that all the unlockable characters cannot actually use weapons, which... that's interesting. I mean, I guess it makes sense that Roo would not be able to grab weapons because he's wearing boxing gloves and he's a kangaroo. I find it fascinating how this is just something with all unlockable characters, in fact. Oh, no. Oh, come on. I'm saving up the chicken. The vegan chicken, I assume. Yeah, they're invisible as long as they are dealing like that. I do wonder what Mr. X is seeing on his screen right now. I don't know if he looks at surveillance or anything, but yeah. I just love to imagine him watching this kangaroo beating all his henchmen up like this. Like, oh, okay, this is happening. Okay, fine, I'll take the chicken. Now I know how Eggman feels to lose to animals. It is a Sega franchise, so... I wonder if Mr. X and Eggman keep in contact or something. Mr. X! Axel, who's here now for some reason. Welcome to my humble abode. I've been expecting you for some time. Tell me, Axel, what kept you? Enough of your games. What's going on? Right, we're playing the English version, so I'm replacing current city administration with some more dependable subjects. Starting with the chief of police. Oh no, he's gonna replace the chief of police as a robot. You know what? Is it really that bad? What have you done with him? Relax, he's in a safe place. Awaiting your rescue attempt. Why don't you come and join me? Yeah, we're not getting into the whole choice thing again. So, anyway, this is round 5, but we're already gonna face off against Mr. X. A little bit early, isn't it? Come on. Yes. Oh. Guess you were still here. Come on, stop hiding outside of this frame. Can you please enter? There we go. Alright, so the reason we're fighting Mr. X early is because it's not Mr. X, it is Robot X. So you know what, maybe he has been keeping contact with Dr. Eggman. Oh, yeah. Oh, dang. Okay, can I... Okay, I can at least do the special attack against him while grabbing him. The funny thing is that despite this being Robot X, which is like a supposedly stronger version of Mr. X, well, he's actually easier than the regular Mr. X. Mostly because the regular Mr. X would have the machine gun and all that. Stage 5 clear. Yeah, okay, now I'll just call myself AAA just to quickly get through this. So, this is the false ending. All that effort and you only defeat my stand-in. You have not discovered the location of my hostage, and while I have him, Axel is thought to be a criminal. You know, with the robot Axel Breakman. You play this game like a beginner. You'll have to do better than this to defeat Mr. X. You must try harder, friends. We can't let this maniac take control of the city. So yeah, ooh, Mr. X was just watching everything all along, which this actually is not gonna make sense when we actually get to the real ending. Just seeing Mr. X here, the end, question mark, yeah. I'll point out why this does not make sense when we get there. But yeah, I guess that is round 5. On easy difficulty, that is. So, having gone through that, let's return back to Bare Knuckle 3. Lots of switching back and forth between one version and the other, isn't it? Okay, so again, press B, hold up. Just to be certain, I always wait a few seconds and then press start. If you hear that sound, that means you did it correctly and you got the level select. So I'll just do another quick save. And we're gonna go to round 6, which is what you would get if you actually beat that round on the normal difficulty instead of on easy difficulty. So, with round 6, yeah, I'm gonna do round 6 and round 7 as Blaze Fielding. That said, I'm gonna do a specific version of round 7, and then I will return back to round 6 as Axel, and then do a different version of round 7 as Axel. So let's start with Blaze Fielding. Alright, so this time they do have the location of... Yeah, they do have the actual location of the... Well, not the chief police, it's the general here. And it is the general, or the chief police if you actually play the English version, that kind of decides, or at least the fate of the general, that decides what your next version of round 7 is going to be. So, first off, there's these lasers right now. And these guys, if you defeat them, those doors in the background, they open up. But you only have a limited amount of time right now. Notice the timer there. 42, 41. Oh, can you please not shoot me? Or, come on. I really thought... There we go. Yeah. However, there's a limited amount of time and a certain amount of doors to explore. Only a specific door will actually lead you this kind of room, where there's a control panel, or a switchboard, I guess, if we are gonna go with what the board there is saying. There are 2 switchboards. One in order to get rid of the lasers, and another to actually save the general or chief of police. So you have to find both of them within the time limit. all these characters are such meatheads that they can't really push a button or pull a lever or anything. No, they have to punch the switch. I guess they're just too full of rage to just pull a lever. Okay, actually, I don't need to beat... Wait. Don't I? Hold on. Oh, come on. Okay, I do have to beat them in order to actually get to the elevator. Yeah, because this... Oh, no. That's the wrong floor. Yeah. Because one of the switchboards is on the lower floor. Okay, I guess we are back. Okay, yeah. That was a little issue with the Wi-Fi there, but I think everything should be fine again. Let's see. Testing. Is the audio working? We're back. All right. Is the audio working? Yes. Okay, good. Okay, so. Okay, then. Okay, I don't know where we left off, but yeah, there's a timer right now. It says 21, 20, and all that. Once the time goes off, the gas starts, audio god. Now, right when I asked if the stream was okay. Oh. Oh, audio good. Okay, no worries. Okay. Okay, but yeah, it's this one that has another switchboard, and you have to have both of those. You have to destroy both of those switchboards in order to save the police chief or general, depending on which version you're playing. The best way to control a switchboard. Alright, so having done all that, it should just be possible to save the general now. So I'm just gonna try to return to the general, because he's where the lasers were, which should be turned off now because of the first switchboard. That's a weird misspelling of Phoenix, by the way. To be fair, the word Phoenix is kind of weird when you really think about it. Alright, so there's General, but oh. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna have the cutscene play where we actually save General Petrov, because this is what happens if the time actually runs out. Then, the area starts getting poisoned, and the health of the General starts draining as a result. Once the General's health is empty, that is when we reach the bad version of round 7. So we are going to do the bad version of round 7 with Blaze. Oh, but that... Wow, I accidentally... Come on. Can I... not? Wow. No matter what direction I'm facing, it just specifically wants me to go that way. That's interesting. Okay, General, can you just die already, please? There we go. General Petrov, are you okay? Oh, I don't think I should have pressed start there. Yeah. General Petrov, are you okay? Ivan, are you alright? Oh, Gilbert, I'm afraid I'm in a most unpresentable condition. Take it easy, Ivan. Forget about me, I'm already done for. But they've made a replacement for me to start a war. To create a market for large quantities of Rakushin. That's enough, don't try to talk anymore. Please, don't let them succeed. I can't stay. Got to go now. Ivan! Hold on. Is the stream still going? Okay, stream should still be going. I just had to check because on my phone it doesn't look like it. Let's see. I'm kind of worried. Okay, I think it is working. Okay, yeah, just had to check there. I see no issues, had to restart phone. Okay, well, at least it is working on my end. Alright. Oh, hey. Here's Jet again. Well, Rocket and Jet. Come on. Come on. Okay, I can. There we go. But yeah, this shows the usefulness of the special attack. Just abuse the fact that it gives you invincibility frames so that you can reliably attack an enemy that is charging you like this. Oh no. I missed one of them. There we go. Oh no. Wait. Oh. Huh. I guess the jetpack actually hurts you. Okay. Interesting. Come on. Just need one more move. Come on. There we go. And that's round 6, and we're heading towards the bad version of round 7. Oh hey, Adam Hunter, haven't seen you in a while. When are you gonna become a playable character again? Yo! Adam! I think maybe I got a little carried away. Figured I'd been on the sidelines long enough. You still are in the sidelines! You're still not a playable character, even though there were many playable characters here. Adam, have you found the Syndicate's hidden base? Nah, sorry, no dice. I see. Please continue to search for it. We'll find the phony general. Roger, be careful. Alright, so this is the bad version of round 7. Because we failed to actually save the general. Oh, no. Let's keep the apple. Then again... Okay, you know what? I might be able to just show how the enemy takes the apple. Let's see. Okay, yeah. If they have taken some damage, they can heal by grabbing that apple. Of course, they don't do that when I want them to. Alright. Would someone please grab the apple? There we go, yeah, there. You notice him, he actually, let's see if he does it again. Yeah. There, he grabbed the apple, which means he is now healed, and I no longer have that as an option to heal myself. So, yeah. There you go. It's a fun little quirk that they added there. Just want to start over from the moment that I want to show off the enemy grabbing an apple thing. Actually, you know what? I think this is far enough. There. Right, because I only played each character once, besides, I guess, Ash, that made it so that I never actually showed this star system that was going on. Yeah, so, the longer you go through the game without dying, eventually a character gets a star. You can get up to 3 stars, if I remember correctly, and every next star powers up your special moves. So this move of Blaze now has additional range, for example. And let's see, I think it... Okay, that special move did not change. Not as far as I can tell. But yeah, each character gains like an additional little buff to their special moves for every star that they get. So yeah, that incentivizes you to not die as often. Interesting little system that they added here in this version of the game. Oh. There we go. It's pretty useful, the extra distance you get from this move now. But yeah, I did kind of consider whether I was going to do a full playthrough as one character or to switch around with different characters. Yeah, eventually I decided I did want to show all the characters in this game, but that does mean that now we are gonna miss out on all these characters, different moves that they get from getting more stars. Oh well. Jeez, they are getting very annoying right now. There we go. Alright, to the White House. Oh, question for Chad. What is your opinion about the game so far? So I know there's for a fact that there's some people here who may not like blocking at all. But I do find it fascinating how the playable characters, they cannot block at all. And yet here we have a bunch of enemies that actually are able to block. So, close his ears. I'm just saying it's kind of odd that the playable characters never learned to block in this entire franchise. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. But I want to keep the star. I barely get the chance to actually show the star. Oh no. Oh, man. Boy, they really want me to die here. Man. Man. Sheesh. These are some very annoying enemies to put after one another here. Okay, just get the one with the gun first. Whose name is what? His name is Silver, I see. Come on. Okay, fine, I'll lose the star. This blocking, I have no idea what you're talking about. Because we are playing the Japanese version, you might have heard of it in the meantime. But Blaze Fielding now says the thing that she actually said in Streets of Rage 2 instead of the other one in the English version of Streets of Rage 3. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Oh! I never knew she could do that. Okay. So, Blaze Fielding has a special A attack if with a knife. That's interesting. Cool. Never knew that. I knew that Axel Stone had one for the forward attack for the katana. I just didn't know that Blaze Fielding had one for the knife. That's pretty cool. Okay, now I kind of want for that to be a knife again. first chicken. You know, I keep saying it's a chicken, but maybe it's a turkey. Either way, we still have to assume that it's vegan just for it to make sense with Rue eating it. They decide to be very annoying with the guns in this round, it turns out. Okay, it turns out grab moves actually do work. Yeah, grab moves do work against these guys. So it's not a Rue only thing, it's just that you specifically have to use the grab attacks where you're in front of them instead of behind them. It's only if you actually do the behind one, that is when they counter it. Otherwise, yeah, the forward grab still works. So one is called silver, the other one is called gold, alright. You know, if you're gonna name yourself that, at the very least have the decency to wear a tie in that color or something. Oh look, it's the robotic general. And now I have an important announcement to make. We've decided to initiate sanctions against the Lima nations. Or Lima nations? This measure was just approved by the General Assembly. This sham of speech ends right now! That general is an imposter! What are you saying? You there! Escort them out here at once. Pretty stubborn for a fraud, huh? The police have the real general. Haha, so it was Shiva, okay? Since you've exposed me, I'm left with no alternative. Come on, Axel, let's sell this once and for all. And when he says, come on, Axel, he says, come on, Blaze, I guess. So, I don't know how much Shiva is supposed to look like the general for him to be able to pull off faking his identity as the general. Either that, or he has like those Mission Impossible masks and thus is able to just look like anyone. I don't know how that works. Like at the very least, the robotic duplicate thing would have explained that away, that it's just a robot duplicate, but no, it's actually Shiva. So yeah, Shiva as a boss is a little bit more powerful than Shiva as a playable character, as is usually the case with these kind of situations. How much damage did it actually do? I think it's better to... Yeah, I think this does more damage, alright. There we go, that does more damage. Yeah, the first attack does not do as much damage as the second attack. So if he is going to be hit by only one of those weapons, or one of those attacks, you're gonna want to actually have the second part be the thing that connects rather than the first one. Okay, fine. I'll take the. Like, Shiva as a boss is able to block. So why can't Shiva as a playable character block? Oh, right. There was a healing item there. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah. There's a healing item just hidden in the crowd there. There. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay, you know what? Chat, what is Shiva saying here in his Japanese version? Oh, come on. Oh, I was pausing. That was a problem. All right. Okay, so chat, what is he saying here? Final round, final wrath. Final crap, watch out. Alright. Yeah, I just kind of realized I only did the English version, but not the Japanese version, so there you go. Nice picture to have there. Final crab. Now, you fraud, tell me where Mr. X is hiding. Come on. Do you expect me to talk? Ugh. Mr. X, can you hear me? No matter what you do, I will smash your schemes completely. Completely! In case it wasn't clear enough, it was completely. Yeah, pretty much the same as the false ending that we had earlier. Oh, Mr. X was watching on a screen this whole time. And? Is it? Okay. So, let's actually go through the real ending, which means we are going to do round 6 again. Oh, okay. Let's see. So hold B, press up, and then there we go. So yeah, we're gonna do round 6 again. This time as Axel, but this time we actually are going to save the general. So this is the Japanese version. That means he actually does say the original line instead of bare knuckle. Okay, actually, I think Grandpapa, Otosan, Grandapal, Daddy issues. He just yells Daddy issues. Yeah, but the more what's the word again? The more efficient path is to immediately go to the lower floor and get the switchboard here first, so that you only need to travel twice with the elevator, and then that's it. That should be enough in order to save the general. There we go. It was this one, right? Yes, it was this one. Good. Might as well just damage it already while facing off against those guys. Also, I think time is actually standing still the moment you actually are in these rooms. So I don't know what is actually happening in universe, but yeah, that is the case. If you looked on the upper left, by the way, besides the health of the opponents, you also saw the health of the weapon that you were carrying. Do you mind actually getting out there, buddy? Thank you. Yeah, but yeah, by watching the health of the weapon, that is pretty much the durability of the weapon, and if that runs out, that means the thing itself is gonna break, and your character will throw it away. Oh yeah, Axel does still have his aerial boudoir move. Unfortunately, it's a little bit nerfed. Like, just look at the posing. Like, it's no longer the pose. It's just a pose. Like, come on, buddy. Just use a grenade. Oh. How did that miss? That's... Alright, Dad. Alright, sure. All these characters are so meat-headed that they can't just use the switchboard, they have to just punch it. Alright, but now, hey, look at that, we can actually save the general. Are you really General Petrov? All things considered, you look well, Ivan. Oh, Gilbert, I'm afraid I'm in a most unpresentable condition. You know each other? And you said Gilbert. Did you know? This is the man who discovered Rakushin. Oh, we became close friends during our days in the military. His research was never intended to be used in this way. That's enough talking. Alright, let's just not delve into that. Let's get out of this place. The secret elevator here that we can use. I also hit tech when it isn't working. You know. So, sometimes you just want to try hitting it. I mean, we never said what we did in order to get the Wi-Fi working again. Who knows? Maybe Starlight actually just punched it, you know? And sometimes hitting it works, yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Maybe do the forward one instead. No. That's the wrong way. There we go. Ah. Okay, fine. If in that case, I'm just gonna go with the neutral one. And then I used it twice and lost health. Boy, they are... Okay, fine. Come on. Alright. Got a chicken. Or turkey. Whichever of the birds. You know, that move's kind of an Izuna drop. I mean, it's not me doing it, but still. Just goes to show, yet again, every game that I play ends up turning into Ninja Gaiden somehow. And that's it for Jet. Indeed. Alright, so Adam does his little appearance again. But the dialogue is a little bit different because now we are heading towards the real round 7. Yo! Adam! I think maybe I got a little carried away. Nah, shooting people down, that's the usual way you deal with threats. I figured I'd been on the sidelines long enough. Question for a chat. What do you think about the gameplay elements of the game? Adam, have you found the Syndicate's hidden base? We've detected Rakushin emissions in the Greenleaf district, so somehow by saving the General we also found the area. There's an old factory there that went under a number of years ago. I see. Please protect the General and apprehend the imposter. Roger that. I'll leave the rest up to you. Sorry? Just remember, I'll never forgive you if you don't come back alive. Okay, well. But yeah, I guess canonically, since this is the canonical round 7, that means that canonically, Adam actually went through the whole White House thing that that we just did as Blaze. So, yeah. That's kind of funny. Here's all those names again. Kusugi, Mifune. Well, Storm is not one of those, but that's not a ninja. Alright, fine. I'll take the damage. And yet again, Chiba for Sonic Chiba. Oh yeah, I did say that Axel has a... Oh, Muramasa. Here's Muramasa. Okay. Would that make Streets of Rage a prequel to Ninja Gaiden? I don't know. Either way, Axel has a special move that you do if you have the katana, which is this uppercut here. So yeah, similar to how Blaze Fielding apparently has one for the knife, Axel has one for the katana. Well, he also had one for the piece of wood as well. Oh! Oh, right. The trap. Okay. Yeah, I walked into the... Yeah, that thing over there, that's a rope trap. Once you walk into that, you get pulled up and get damaged that way. Oh, there was another one there. This one is kind of hidden because of the keep out sign there. That's pretty sneaky. Unfortunately, those traps don't actually work for the enemies, which, I don't know, would have been a nice thing if it also worked for the enemies. Ninjas and robots, that's quite a weird combination. Isn't that right, Metal Gear Solid? I mean, this thing even looks like a Metal Gear, really. Very miniature Metal Gear, but still. Oh, more robot access. Well, actually, I think they have a specific name. Mr. A to Z, all right. Or Mr. Arizona? AZ. Gets chicken. Not sure if I've ever seen robots in Arizona, but it does make sense to be shirtless with how hot it is. That makes sense to me. You know what, maybe that's the reason why Axel in the American version wears a yellow shirt. Maybe that's to represent the heat in Arizona. I don't know. Now I do wonder if that other box would have had a healing item. Yes, it does. Okay. Those guys in suits have more health than the robots. That's actually kind of impressive. Oh, right. Right. Okay, yeah. Yeah, once those lights blink, that is when you know it's about to fire those projectiles. Oh, I got 2 stars with Axel now. Alright. So yeah, with 2 stars, his ground up gets upgraded to this spinning move. That then ends with the... Oh, no, it doesn't... Okay, it doesn't end in the uppercut yet. That's for level 3. If he has 3 stars, he does that spinning move and then he does the uppercut. So yeah, that's like the most complete version of the grand upper, you could say. Must be really cheap metal or plastic. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, that is something that we are going to miss out a bit because I chose to actually show all the characters. So that now we miss out on what all the other characters' star moves are. Oh no. Oh, okay. That's not the best option, so... Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is... Okay, if I do that... Oh, that actually... Oddly enough, that makes this move kind of dangerous to use now. Interesting. Never thought about that. Alright. But yeah, this is Dr. Zero. We don't fight with Dr. Zero himself so much as just this machine arm that he's using. Oh no. Ah, come on. Alright. Oh man, come on. Okay, how about just the neutral one? There we go. Oh. Well, I'll take it. Right, you can also just roll down in order to more quickly move down there. Yeah, that did not do any damage. That's interesting. So it just... Okay, now it does damage. That was interesting. Alright. Okay, do I have to wait a bit before I can actually damage it? I wonder. Okay, I think I'll just wait a bit. Clearly, that's not the answer. Okay, okay. Okay, it is the answer. I just had to wait even longer. Alright. Sheesh, it's kind of difficult to get away from, really. Especially because of the laser over there as well. Fine, I'll just take the damage and... Alright, that'll do it. So, I said it did not make sense for Mr. X to be watching a screen and all that, because this is Mr. X. Welcome again, gentleman and lady. I've been awaiting your arrival. Unfortunately, because of you, I am now disembodied. Yeah, no kidding. Please pardon my unpleasant appearance. Mr. X, your schemes end here. He does not even question that Mr. X is just a brain now. Haha, I'm afraid you're too late. My robots have seeded the Lima nations with Rakushin bombs. Surely you understand what that means, don't you? If I detonate them, full-scale war is unavoidable. Allow me to demonstrate. Wahaha. The Rakushin will explode in 3 minutes. Yeah, so we have a time limit thing. If you destroy his support systems, the countdown will stop. I'll just take your word for it, Dr. Zahn. Haha, how can you entertain such an absurd fantasy? Alright, so this is the real final boss, Neo X, which is controlled by the real Mr. X. So, the thing with this boss battle is it has the time limit there. We're gonna get one of two endings, depending on if we... Oh no. We're gonna get one... Come on. We're gonna get one of two endings, depending on whether we beat this boss within the time limit or not. So I'm just gonna try to... Sheesh, Neo X. I'm just gonna try to beat Neo X right now. And hopefully it would be within the time limit. But then I will simply rewind in order to show the bad ending. So yeah, you have the false ending, then you have the bad ending, then you have the good ending. But technically the other round 7 is also the bad ending, so I guess, okay, so you have the false ending, you have the first bad ending, then you have the second bad ending, and then finally the good ending. I guess they must have heard people saying, oh, it's kind of weird that Streets of Rage 2 does not have any alternate endings, even though Streets of Rage 1 had a bad ending. And then they said, alright, bet, here's several bad endings, in fact. Alright, gotta do better than this. Sheesh. Alright. Okay. I think I could just... Oh, no. Okay, but I am probably not gonna beat him within the time limit this way. Okay, hold on. Let me just try to redo things as much as I can now. Because otherwise I'm gonna have to do the entire stage again just to get a better chance at beating him within the time limit, and that would be kind of annoying. Okay, this is as far as I can get. Alright, fine. I'll just do a quick save and... kind of want to focus on beating him, so I might be a little bit silent just to kind of get this to work. Wow, he punched me out of the Grand Upper. That's fascinating. He can do that. He also moves around so much. It's kind of annoying. Alright. do you reliably hit him? That's... that... It's kind of a waste to actually punch him regularly, because then, sure, you hit him, but then he just gets hit by the recoil and then just starts flying around again. Alright. Yeah, I might be missing something. I'm just gonna check how someone else does. My phone died. Great. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna quickly check up on how someone else beats Neo X, because I'm definitely doing something wrong here. Let's see. Okay, jump kicks, apparently. Alright, sure. Okay, gonna have to be a very specific distance from him. Okay. It all comes back to Abadidi, apparently. You know, the guy that we beat in Streets of Rage 1, where we just had to keep doing jump kicks and he will just dash into our leg. Yeah, turns out Neo X was programmed with the data of Abadidi. Who'd have thought? Okay, gonna do a quick save. So yeah. Okay, that would lead to the good ending. So first, I'm just gonna let the time run out. It is fascinating how easy it actually was if you just know what you're supposed to be doing. Oh no, the time ran out. So yeah, now if we beat Neo X, we're gonna get the bad ending. The second bad ending, I guess. And that's the end, the actual end of Mr. X. Yeah, Streets Rage 4 is not gonna feature Mr. X. Damn it! Didn't we stop him in time? We must escape quickly and try to stop the war. Yeah. A beep blip beep won't let you. You're going down with me. Everyone get out of here. This base is going to explode. It's no use. Okay, none of the doors will open. Blaze, check the computer terminal over there. See if you can unlock the doors. Understood. I'll give my all. I guess Blaze is the hacker. It's useless. The security protocols are too strong. We're running out of time. Good whining, Sammy. Oh, I guess Sam is here. Okay. Sam. Adam. I guess Adam's here. The phony general is already in custody. Way to go, big bro. So at least Adam was able to fix that whole situation with the general. The fake general. Which is Shiva. Oh, oops. Thanks to the efforts of Axel and the others, a full-scale war was averted. However, the devastation caused by the Rakushin left terrible scars in its wake. So yeah, oops. As interesting as all these alternate endings are, It's gonna be nice to just play Streets of Rage 4 and just not care, not having to do anything to get another ending, because it just has a single ending. Alright, so here we go. The good ending. By beating Neo X in time. Losing consciousness. Phew, you made it just in time. Beep, blip, beep, you won't escape alive. Same dialogue there. Everyone get out of here, this base is going to blow up. It's no use, Axel, none of the doors will open. Blaze, check the computer terminal over there. See if you can unlock the doors. Understood, I'll give it my all. It's useless, the security protocols are too strong. We're running out of time. Good whining, Sammy. The phony general is already in custody. Way to go, big bro. So no matter what, Adam still succeeds. But this time we also succeed. The Rakushin calamity, born of both wisdom and ignorance, has come to an end. The bustle of daily life has wiped the event from everyone's mind. Alright. Oh, we almost had a nuclear war. Ah well, at least everything's fine now. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna move over to Streets of Rage 4 soon, but I'm just gonna let the credits play. Yeah, so it was a lot of planning on my end in order to actually show all the characters and show all the endings. But yeah, I'm happy I was able to actually get all the endings represented in the stream. It is too bad about the Wi-Fi running. Yeah, the Wi-Fi thing. So yeah, very nice. Yeah. So yes, after credits, I will simply take a little break. Just gonna be on the Be Right Back screen, and then afterwards, I should have set everything up to start with Streets of Rage 4, which I also have a whole plan for on how to showcase all the characters with all the stages and all that. But at the very least, I don't have to actually, you know, plan all the endings and all that, because Streets of Rage 4 only has one ending, like Streets of Rage 2. And to be fair, Streets of Rage 2 is usually the fan favorite. So clearly they kind of took more from Streets of Rage 2 than Streets of Rage 3. I'm pretty sure most of these names are aliases, because that was just the thing that they did back then. They just programmers, all right. But yeah, I don't know what it was again, but it was just a thing where people were not allowed to actually, most people were not allowed to actually credit themselves with their actual names, so they just came up with little nicknames instead when it comes to credits. I'm not completely sure why that is, but either way, some people like Yuzo Koshiro over here, they do get to use their actual names. Again, I have no idea what decides whether you can use your actual name or not. Either that, or it is some kind of privacy thing where they just don't want to be known for having worked on a certain game, which I don't know. I can theorize all I want, but yeah, I just really don't know. It's just a thing that was the case for some reason. Alright, but yeah, this is going to be the only game where Dr. Zahn was an actual playable character, but he will appear in Streets of Rage 4. Or at least, yeah, we will have mentions of him. Either way. Okay, but that is... Oh, yeah, sure, okay, fine. That was Bare Knuckle 3. So, I will be right back as I set things up for Streets of Rage 4. And I just realized I did not show this, did I? Yeah, okay, so this was at the start of the... If you actually did not press anything during the start screen. Axel, check out these clippings. An enormous Rakushin explosion in Wood Oak City has left 30,000 dead and 80,000 wounded. Sources reveal that a large cache of the chemical has vanished from Syndicate-operated Killy Research Institute. Are they responsible for this crime? Mysteriously, General Petrov has been missing since the devastating event. Is there a cabal to start a conflict between the Lima nations? We've been assigned these two cases. Axel, your partner, Blaze. Okay, so, yep, that would have been the actual setup to everything. So, yeah, I guess I forgot to actually show that, but okay, good thing I actually did let the credits play. But yeah, I'll be right back, and then we will return with Streets of Rage 4. So, yeah.